The moment she walked through the door, I knew something was wrong. It wasn't the late hour, though she had never come home this late without telling me. It wasn't the silence either, though she usually greeted me with at least a tired smile. What hit me hardest was the way she moved past me like I was invisible, like I didn't exist. Emily. I called after her. No answer. Just the sound of her heels clicking on the hardwood floor. Then the bedroom door shutting behind her. I sat there on the couch, phone in hand, heart pounding with questions I couldn't silence. We'd been married 8 years, and while no marriage is perfect, ours had always felt solid. Sure, we argued about bills, about her long work hours, about how little time we seemed to have for each other. But never, not once, had she walked into our home and treated me like a stranger. I stared at the bedroom door for what felt like an eternity before my phone buzzed. At first, I didn't recognize the number. Then I saw the name. Rachel. Rachel was Emily's closest friend since college. The one who stood as maid of honor at our wedding. The one who spent countless weekends in our living room sharing wine and laughter with my wife. I swiped to answer, confusion heavy in my voice. Hello. A pause. Then Rachel's voice, soft but sharp in a way I'd never heard before. So are you free tomorrow night? We could grab dinner. Just the two of us. For a second, I thought I'd misheard her. Wait, what? She let out a nervous laugh, like she was daring me to catch on. I mean it. You deserve better than being ignored. I know what Emily's been doing. My chest tightened. What do you mean? There was silence on the other end, then a sigh. She didn't tell you, did she? She's been seeing someone. That's why she's been distant. I thought you should know. And honestly, I like you, Daniel. I've liked you for a long time. The words hit like a punch. My hand trembled around the phone, my ears ringing with disbelief. Emily? Cheating? And her best friend, of all people, asking me out while telling me? I couldn't speak. I just hung up and sat frozen, staring at the bedroom door like it held the answer to everything. That night, I barely slept. Every creak of the house, every shift of Emily's body beside me felt foreign, like I was lying next to someone I didn't really know. The next morning, I couldn't hold it in. Emily, I said, my voice tight. Is there something you want to tell me? She glanced up from her coffee, eyebrows furrowed. What do you mean? Don't play dumb. You came home last night and didn't say a word to me. Then Rachel called. She said you're seeing someone. The color drained from her face. She set the mug down slowly, her hand shaking. She called you? That's what you care about? That she called me? Emily, is it true? Her eyes filled with tears, but she didn't deny it. And that silence was louder than any confession could have been. Who is he? I whispered. She pressed her lips together, then finally spoke. Someone from work. It just happened. It just happened? My voice cracked. 8 years, Emily. 8 years, and you throw it away because something just happened. Her tears spilled over, but I couldn't bring myself to comfort her. Not this time. Days turned into weeks, each one a blur of anger, sorrow, and confusion. Rachel kept calling, leaving messages that twisted the knife even deeper. She apologized for how she told me, but her interest in me was clear. And that somehow made it worse. I found myself questioning everything. Every memory with Emily, our vacations, our late-night talks, even our vows, suddenly felt tainted. Had she been drifting away all along? Had I been blind to it? One evening, I sat across from her at the dining table, the silence between us unbearable. Why him, Emily? Why not tell me if you weren't happy? She stared at her plate, her voice barely above a whisper. Because I didn't want to hurt you. And because I didn't know how to stop once it started. The honesty cut deeper than any lie. Do you love him? I asked. Her silence again was all the answer I needed. The betrayal hollowed me out. I went to work, came home, went through the motions, but inside I was drowning. Nights were the worst. I'd lie awake, staring at the ceiling, listening to the faint sound of her breathing beside me, wondering if she was thinking of him. And Rachel, she didn't stop. One night, after Emily went to bed, Rachel showed up at my door. Her eyes were red, like she'd been crying. She doesn't deserve you, Daniel, she whispered. I could treat you better. I stepped back, shaking my head. Rachel, this isn't helping. You were supposed to be her friend. She betrayed you first, she shot back. Why are you still protecting her? Her words echoed long after she left, but they didn't comfort me. They only added another layer of betrayal. The breaking point came 3 months later. Emily sat me down, tears streaking her face. I can't keep living like this, she said. I still care about you, but I love him. I want to move out. The world tilted beneath me, but I forced myself to nod, then go, because I can't keep bleeding like this. She left that weekend, suitcase in hand, the house echoing with emptiness after the door shut behind her. It's been a year since that night Rachel called me. A year since my marriage collapsed in a storm of secrets and silence. I won't pretend I'm healed. I still wake up sometimes reaching for her, only to remember the truth. But I've also learned something in the wreckage. Love without honesty is just an illusion, and illusions eventually shatter. Rachel tried to reach out again, but I never answered. Betrayal doesn't deserve a second chance, no matter what form it takes. Now I live quietly. I walk in the evenings, cook my own dinners, and sometimes sit in the same spot on the couch where everything began. And though the silence of this house can be heavy, it's mine. Honest. Free of secrets. Because sometimes, the only way to survive betrayal is to choose yourself in the end.